This week at Bungie, February 25th, 2021, we return to Presage. I got my catalyst. I need to go in and actually finish it. Before we go about our weekly TWAB programming, we have some required reading. Well, maybe required isn't the correct word, but you are definitely going to want to read the news that was delivered earlier today about the state of the game and our plans for the future, provided by Assistant Destiny 2 Game Director Joe Blackburn. That video is being uploaded to YouTube as I do this reading. You can go check out that video. I'll put that link in the description below for this video when I upload this to YouTube. State of Destiny 2021, The Road to the Witch Queen is the name of that update. We aren't going to provide ATLDR as we want you to go read this thing, but I would like to provide a quick list of topics covered. I'm assuming DMG. Well, it could be Cosmo. DMG wrote this one. Okay. So we're reading this from the perspective of DMG. Topics covered include news about the Witch Queen's release date, Lightfall, and beyond. Power and how it raises season over season. No additional infusion caps. PvP are goals for the future of Crucible, stasis balancing, game security, and Trials of Osiris. Information about Vault of Glass, the new transmog system we're calling Armor Synthesis, and more. Guys, seriously, best news we've gotten from Bungie in a very long time. It was a great read. Great read. Now we leave it to you to read the article. Don't worry. Don't worry. Diebear read it for you. It's on YouTube. There we go. We hope you're just as excited for the future of Destiny 2 as we are. Now, let's shift our focus to the live game. This week has been a fun ride so far. Saladin is not only hosting Iron Banner, but has sent Guardians back to Nessus to fight through a fourth battleground. With approval from the Vanguard, we've also been seeing many Guardians venturing back into the Presage mission, uncovering new lore and finding a sweet new catalyst for Dead Man's Tale, for those of you who would like to shoot from the hip. Now, I did not collect any lore from Presage. I didn't last week. And apparently there is a bug where if you didn't collect lore, you can't collect it this week. And I was not able to collect any lore this week, so don't worry about it. It's a known thing.
Several months ago, a Cabal vessel disappeared near the reef. So far, our hails have gone unanswered. Guardian, you're not the only life sign aboard.
I got that thing, and I got the catalyst, and I still haven't shot it. We'll go in and do a quick catalyst update today. After this. I promise. Show you guys how to do it on a hunter. It's the quickest way. Master difficulty can prove challenging, but with the right fire team, you can absolutely find success. As you venture through this derelict ship, be sure to watch out for scannable objects. They may prove valuable to you on your journey to uncover more knowledge. The TWAB this week will be looking at a few feedback items concerning ritual playlist rewards, an update on DDoS protection for consoles, and an announcement for our upcoming Deepstone Crypt Developer Deep Dive. Read on for more. Now, I'm totally not connected to what's going on console. You guys are getting DDoSed? What? Keep your ghost out all the time in Presage? Yes, pretty much. Or take Rel with you. He'll show you where everything is. Diving deeper into the Deepstone Crypt. Look at that sexy picture. It's been a while since our last stream, hasn't it? One of our favorite things to do is bridge the gap between player and developer, giving a peek behind the proverbial curtain of Destiny 2 development. In the past, we've offered deep dives on raids, dungeons, secret missions, and more. This time, we're heading back to the Deepstone Crypt as our brave fire team ventures through the frozen wastes of Europa and polished halls of Braytech Research Labs. Developers will be providing commentary on how the secret sauce was made. You won't want to miss this. Deepstone Crypt Developer Deep Dive will be on Wednesday, March 3rd, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. That's 1 o'clock Eastern Time. We will be live streaming it here on this channel on Twitch, die_bear, on Twitch next Wednesday. We'll have representatives from various disciplines of development, including design, art, VFX, narrative, and more. We're excited to dust off the stream equipment and hope to see you there. Ritual playlist weapon rewards. If you're like me, you've been sinking a lot of time into Gambit, searching for the bottom dollar hand cannon over the last 2 weeks. It's beautiful. Lives in the 120 RPM archetype, which is my favorite, and can be found when completing Gambit matches. Today, we've invited weapons feature lead Chris Proctor to walk us through freshly introduced Ritual playlist rewards, where to get them, and some plans to address feedback on drop rates. Chris says, at the release of Beyond Light, we introduced new weapons into the reward pools of Crucible, Gambit, and Vanguard strikes, and I do approve. I like their approach to that. To give a quick rundown for the new lights out there, each of these weapons have a low drop rate and deep perk pools intended to give players dedicated to a particular playlist a weapon to hunt. Our goal when introducing these rewards was to provide space for longer-term ritual-specific goals for players as they chase after the perfect roll on a given weapon, and explore the possibility space of perk rolls on a weapon archetype in the same way weapon designers do. That looks like it's from last season. It is from last season. We have the pulse rifle from Crucible, the shoddy from Gambit. No. The shoddy was from Vanguard, and the grenade launcher was from Gambit. Vanguard shotgun, Crucible pulse rifle, Gambit grenade. Yes. As we saw some positive reception to these weapons in Beyond Light with players digging through the perks and comparing rolls, we've added 2 more to each ritual in Season of the Chosen, bringing the total per ritual to 3. Wow. That is true. You are getting 2 weapons from each one, which is cool. That sidearm, I'm not getting good. That thing's dropping like candy, and I'm not getting good rolls on it at all. The fusion, I've gotten decent rolls. The pulse rifle, While the drop rates for each individual weapon are not intended to be so high that it's easy to quickly acquire a large amount of rolls, we've been seeing some feedback that they currently feel too scarce. 100% agree. Our current plan is to increase drop rates for these ritual-specific weapons later in the Season of the Chosen. While we don't want these weapons to become a short-term grind for players seeking perfect rolls, we do believe that they need to drop a bit more frequently for them to be a positive experience when completing their associated activities. Once these drop changes are live, we'll be watching the conversation to see if any other changes need to be made. Yes, 100% yes. Bungie is really hitting it out of the park today with their communications. Our current plan is to continue adding weapons to these pools in future seasons. There may be some seasons where these pools remain the same, and others where a new weapon is added while one is rotated out. This should help keep the offering streamlined for players on the hunt for a specific reward. Thank you to all who have been sounding off with feedback since these were introduced, and we're excited to hear more. Console SDR status update. Does anyone care about console in this community? You guys don't care. Nah, you care. Okay. Prior to the release of Season of the Chosen, we announced that distributed denial of service DDoS protection would be coming to consoles during Season of the Chosen, bringing protections for your network connection against DDoS and IP harvesting attacks via usage of the Steam Datagram Relay SDR service. As our seasonal content went online, we uncovered a few general bugs and crashes which needed to be addressed before we could start bringing this feature forward. As these issues have now been mitigated, our teams have started to bring console SDR services online. This will be a multi-week initiative as we want to ensure service stability across all platforms while weeding out any bugs or increases in error codes. If any major issues are found during the process, it may take more time for us to bring this fully online, but we'll be sure to announce when our work is done. Forgot the music. If you begin to encounter any error codes or crashes when playing Destiny 2, please report them to the help forum right here on Bungie.net. Battleground Throwdown. Season of the Chosen has been a wild ride for the support teams. We've shipped multiple hot fixes, have another on the way, and we're not even halfway through the season yet. While we've squashed many bugs along the way, we still have more to catch. Our player support team has a quick update on what we're tracking, what we're about to fix, and a quick note about our transition to a new help center. This is the report. Hotfix 3.0. Do over. Hotfix 3.1.0.2. Next Tuesday, March 2nd, Hotfix 3.1.0.2 will be released. Here's a timeline of events. Timeline's always the same, guys. It's always the same. Servers will... Let me see. Are we going offline? No. We're good. Okay. Below are some issues that will be resolved with this hotfix. A complete list will be shared when the update goes live. Barrier, Colossus, and Battleground. Behemoth will no longer mosey out of their barrier shields to say hello to unsuspecting Guardians. I've seen that. I have finally seen that, and it's kind of amusing. The Chosen Destruction Umbral Focusing Lens will now allow players to focus Umbral engrams. And beneficial modifiers in the Battlegrounds playlist now work as intended, so apparently we didn't have those modifiers. Presage completions. To ensure progress is recorded for the Voice on the Other Side quest for Dead Man's Tale, players should make sure that they have the quest in their inventory prior to starting Presage. If the quest was originally acquired on another character, players will need to reacquire the quest on their current character from the quest archive at the tower. Interesting. Okay. Upon completing Presage, players will need to pick up Dead Man's Tale and wait for the mission complete end timer to appear prior to returning to orbit. Failing to pick up the weapon or leaving before the mission completes will result in progress not being recorded for the quest. So, get the weapon and then wait for the countdown timer with the mission end message before you leave. Mislabeled exotic ornaments. This has been going on for a couple weeks. Earlier this week, a refund was sent out to players affected by the mislabeled exotic ornaments in Eververse. Players who qualified for the refund received a message on login and had the silver from their ornament purchase added back to their account. We are continuing to investigate the issue causing some players to not receive their Bright Dust rewards from completing the weekly challenges for Gambit, Crucible, and Vanguard. Players affected by this issue will be granted the Bright Dust they should have earned in a future update. Help Center migration. Last week, the Help Center at help.bungie.net completed its migration to a new service. Players who encounter broken links, untranslated sections, excluding contact forms, or other issues with the new Help Center should report them to the Companion Forum. Companion app known issues. Players can now stay up to date on current Destiny Companion app known issues on the new Companion Forum known issues list. Players who encounter issues not only on the known issues list are encouraged to report them to the Companion Forum. Known issues. While we continue investigating various known issues, here is a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in our help forum. The Thresher Triumph is not properly recording destroyed Threshers in the Arms Dealer Nightfall the Ordeal. The scanner and operator augments in the Deepstone Crypt are the same color in Tritonopia colorblind mode. Trying to equip the Mind Vault ornament for Insurmountable Skull 4 may result in a requires mod item error. The portal to the Ascendant Realm and the Corrupted Strike after the Ogre encounter may close if a player is too far ahead of the rest of the fire team. That never happens. Come on. The door to the Spider Tank encounter of the Hallowed Lair Strike may not open for players. I have encountered that one. Yes, I had to leave. The Lost Sector puzzles for the Xenophage Exotic Quest may not correctly record player inputs. Yowza. Players may earn the I Am Invincible medal when the opposing team actually completed the requirements. Do it now, guys. If you need that medal, go get it. Players who complete the Xenology quest from Xur while already having an exotic cipher in their inventory will have the quest removed with no reward. There are no champions in the Master Presage mission because Scorn champions don't exist. This is true. We knew there weren't champions, and it's funny. They don't exist. Players who kill the boss in the Fallen Saber Strike and then die may see a darkness screen and will respawn at the beginning of the strike, which can't be restarted. I haven't... Is Fallen Saber out? I haven't even been in it, and I did strikes the other day. Like, really? Or maybe I did do it and didn't realize it. I don't think I did it. Huh, we'll have to go see. As a result of this, players can load it into that black state and be unable to progress through the strike. This issue is also occurring in the Hollowed Lair strike. A darkness screen. I wonder what they mean by that. Huh. Another TWAB in the books. The fires of Iron Banner are raging, and it's about time DMG starts hunting for a sweet new role on the time-worn Spire. I'm starting to focus on the pinnacle band of my power levels, so the weekly bounty rewards are giving me a great start towards that final cap. Die Bear, unlike DMG, is almost done with pinnacles, and I took last week off. Or early. I took most of this. No, I took a lot of last week off. That's right. We're almost maxed out. We have time. And we enjoyed Outriders today. Alright guys, that's it for today's TWAB! Thank you for hanging out.